if it doesn't align with the bowl holes in the pan, especially after all the test fitting we did, pretty sure Dad will just push it outside and light it on fire.
Guarantee you.
Because we're even now, right? So
no way
a case
are you driving it.
If I drive it to German Air. It's got to drive there and drive home, I guess, which is a big struggle for case of Busch Latte, but I'm gonna try it just because of the YouTube thing. So when I started building this car, I promised myself a lot of things. One being I would have it on the road by June. Considering I bought this car in December of 2023, that puts a very short timeline on a build I really don't have the time or the money for. I also promised myself that I would see it through. I would do my best to hit my targets and reach the next to impossible goals that I've set for myself. So as much as my dad thinks I'm crazy, and there's no way I'll even close to have this ready, I'm gonna keep trying.
How's that beast coming along?
I'm right beside you. My dad has bet me that I won't be able to drive this car to Niagara Falls in just under 2 months. So, a case. I don't care if the body looks rough. I don't even care if I take a grinder to the side of the car and spell my name. What I do care about is that the suspension and the driveline are top notch. Everything's powder coated and painted to match. All bushings, bearings, and essential parts are new. Everything underneath you as you drive is tight, new, and working great. My dad knows me best, so by saying he doesn't believe I can make it happen, he knows he's lit a fire in me that only I can deal with. It's now 11:30, 11:45, something like that, and it's already dark out. It's like 9 o'clock on Sunday. It's like 12:45, 1 in the morning. Last night I went all night, and then tonight I'm gonna go for a little bit still. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As you can see behind me, the 74 Volkswagen Beetle, we are just cleaning up and tidying up all those patches we've done and continuing to do more patching on the body. The engine bay has been patched, both sides now. Under the rear seat has been patched, both sides now. The rear wheel well has been patched, both sides. Left and right heater channels are in. All we have really left to do is clean everything up nice, seal it all up nice, fill all the pinholes, and then that front wheel well patch as well. But I'll walk you around and kind of show you. We dove right in this morning and just started tackling this because we only have a certain amount of time kind of left to do this, and we want to get it done. So yeah, we've been just trying to patch the body up as nice as we can, as fast as we can type of thing. So today is a body day. So I previously patched this side, which still needs a lot of love, but we did this side for that. And it's looking a lot nicer. Still obviously needs to be cleaned up, but went in there a lot nicer. And we tucked it right behind that structural support. So we've got our wheel well patch, and Dad's just screwing it in to pull it back to shape. And we've done a little bit of cutting around the firewall for it to fit nice. And vice grips on the heater channel. And then we're gonna cut all around the outside of this patch, so the patch will fit in there nice and flush afterwards. But we're not gonna get into over here. We're gonna keep it lower than that, right here.
Yes, I'm gonna draw a line.
That way it doesn't affect the fender or the actual body line. Keep it in the wheel well. Good talk. And we've still got to fix, like this. This is a patch right here that they previously did, same as the other side, exact same as the other side. So we have to pull that off and fix this area here, because it's all starting to pull away anyways. So, but we've done the 2 patches in the back seat, and the engine bay rough right now. They still have to be cleaned up. Yeah, getting there. We pretty much have to match.
Pretty gooder.
Gooder, is that a word?
Yeah.
Pretty much have to match the other side to this side, so we're gonna keep it inside the actual wheel well, not get into this area. And then we've also got to do this little triangle right underneath the bolts. So yeah, this is a bought piece, same as the other side, and then we have to make this piece. But that's what we're on to now, since we've finished up a bunch in here. Obviously a pile of grinding to do, but looking way more gooder, as Dad says. More gooder. The old dustpan straight edge, like this.
Yep.
With the majority of the patches, at least in the body, we need to get this last area dealt with.
So
this will close up the inner fender and
right
match up to the new heater
like
channel that we
angle's
just
right
welded
there.
in place.
No,
So we
I'd
drew
like
our line and got to
the
cutting.
bottom. We were talking the cheap old one.
Alright, so it hasn't been going the best today, so we haven't been filming a lot because, I don't know, not in the mood today, really. But, first time, but I'm trying, still trying. Dad's kind of grumpy because he's not happy with a couple of the things we've done, and it is what it is. We're just gonna have to fix it. Like, my theory has changed from we have a welder we can fix it to we have a grinder we can fix it. So even the wheel well patch now is giving us a hard time. We just got called in for some dinner, but some pizza. But if you look here, it's not fitting good. It fit fine. Now everything, because the wheel well was out of shape so much, when we went to put this patch in, it fit fine, but now that we formed it all, it's coming up short. So we're gonna have to try and stretch it a little bit from here outwards to come this way and meet it. But really, Dad's just not happy with how it's going. And yeah, even the patches in the back have been tough, and it's just not our day, I don't think. But not the end of the world. This patch is done now, other than it has to be all cleaned up, but it's in there, and everything's covered, all the rot's taken out. That side as well, all the little pieces have been made. It's all covered nicely. What'd you forget? Oh, you need your beer.
Gracias.
Okay, back to this. So, like I was saying, we've done the inside patches now. We've got the heater channels on. This patch still needs to be topped up with some welds. This needs to be all ground down. This needs to be ground down. We put that in this morning. It's looking pretty good, but needs to be ground down and blended in. Fixed a little bit. This side here has a bit of work to do as well. I want it to look a little bit better. This looks pretty good out here because it wasn't quite as bad as the other side. The other side was way higher. So, yep. We've done this corner, patched it in, I welded that in, and now we're just up on this. But like I said, it's just really not going our way today, and it is what it is. We're working past it, and we're trying to get through this because we only have like less than 2 months now until that show that I wanted to go to, or I'm trying to go to. Even if this thing is back together and rolling and driving, I don't care how it looks. I don't care if it's painted. I want the pan done. I want the suspension done. And the paint can always come, you know, in July, technically, because the show's in June. So, yeah, not that big of a deal, but we're just kind of getting all these patches finalized. Then we're going to put the pan underneath it. And with putting the pan underneath it, we have to double check that all the holes are going to line up nice and everything's going to work, because if any holes have to be oblonged and stuff, I want to do that before the pan gets painted. So yeah, we're hopefully just doing that wheel well, then even if we don't get it done today, I will put the pan underneath it tomorrow. I'll put all the bolts in it, try to line anything up. If it needs oblonging, then I'll do that. Make sure everything bolts up nice. Finish my welding on the pan, then the pan gets completely stripped and off to blast paint, back over, start putting everything back together. But in the meantime, this body's gonna get finished. All the patches will get cleaned up, ground nice, and any low spots will fix. So, well, I will fix. Dad's helping me do all the major patch areas, and then I'm gonna go back and pretty it all up. Because of our time restraints, I'm just gonna have to use nights, and whenever I can work on this thing, like I gotta get it done. So yeah, this is the go time. So, all right, I gotta get some dinner in me. But we have been working through the patches today, and I'm sorry I haven't been the greatest with the camera, but I gave my reason. At least it's just not my day or Dad's day. So and really, you guys have seen all this stuff in repeat now. We did it all on the passenger side, same stuff essentially. We're just doing it to the driver's side now, getting the driver's side all set up so that we can put it all back together. All right, pizza.
I'm getting there, just
Thin metal?
I'm chasing it like mad.
Yeah. Yeah, where it's thin, it's super thin. It's 50 years old, so sometimes, you know, your metal butts up so nice, and then it's just so thin, and you just chase it all the way up, and yeah. But really, it's been a decent day. We've gotten quite a bit of the patches dealt with and tidied up. So hopefully, you know, tonight or tomorrow I can actually get that pan underneath it and start aligning all the bolts into the pan. That's a whole other task in itself. That's actually pretty funny. I'm over here talking to you guys. I turn around, there's like an 8-inch fire in the frunk. So I guess I should be on a little bit more of a fire duty here. Ooh, check the inside. We're okay. We're looking all right. No fire. No fire.
Okay.
So yeah, kind of a boring day for you guys, but there's a lot of metal work for us, and same stuff we did on the passenger side, doing it on the driver's side, obviously with a couple surprises, but more or less just more rot, right? Like, we thought the driver's side was better than the passenger side, but it's been like worse. Yeah, so yeah, I know we need lights. This big thing is a giant pain in the butt. We keep having to walk around it. It's just, yeah. All right, so we're done with the driver's side wheel well for now. A lot of grinding to do with the patches we've done today, but we're gonna press pause on the grinding because the patches are in and it's kind of like roughly a car again. We're gonna slide the pan underneath, get the pan all lined up, make sure it fits good, because the pan has to be finished and tidied up, then disassembled so it can get painted and we can move on with all this. So test fit the pan now. Now that everything's welded in place in the body, if it doesn't align with the bowl holes in the pan, especially after all the test fitting we did, pretty sure Dad will just push it outside and light it on fire. Oh yeah, I got one right here, actually. So it's all lining up fairly good on this side.
This is the only side I care about because I'm on this side.
Right, but when we move to the other side, though,
that.
you know?
Nope.
You're almost surprised that it fits.
Nope. I'm out.
I'll try some on the other side.
I've gotten
3 so far, just by hand.
Well, that's what I did, was I got 3 and 4. Relatively close, all right?
My neck. Yep. Yeah, they're all relatively close. I'm missing 1, 2. I haven't tried the 3rd because I'm out. Is there another one?
That's all I've tried so far.
So we've just got to figure out the front. The top hat isn't aligning perfectly, but I think we can still kind of cheat it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're close. Actually, really close. Surprisingly close. I didn't think we'd be able to put in that many by hand on the heater channel from the pan. So yeah, 2. We've got like 10 bolts in it, and then we're just missing the top hat right now. And I think if we trim the firewall on that side, there's like a 90 and the ledge off the firewall. The ledge is touching the top hat, which I don't think is allowing the front to drop down that extra little bit it needs. But we'll see. The next batch of videos is gonna happen pretty quick, so be sure to subscribe and stay tuned in. I gotta get this car done. I've got another one to build.